5. A woman that has been planning to kill you will go tonight. Archangel Michael says, there is a shadow that has followed you for longer than you realized. It came wearing a friendly face, hiding cruel intentions beneath soft words. But tonight, that mask begins to crack, and what has been hidden will come into the light. This woman plotted your downfall with quiet whispers and calculated steps. She laughed with others while secretly shaping your destruction. She thought you would never see it coming. But someone she trusted has changed their mind. Someone who once helped her is now about to speak. They've seen too much, they feel the weight of guilt. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This woman didn't just hate you. She envied your presence. She feared your purpose. She smiled in your face, but her hands were building weapons in the dark. She made connections with dangerous people. She promised that by midnight, you would be broken. But her plan is falling apart. Because someone unexpected is watching her now, and that person has decided to expose her before it's too late. They never meant to get involved in something this wicked. But now that they know everything, they can't stay quiet anymore. They're choosing truth over loyalty. Type Amen to get blessing 502. This woman thought she had full control. She thought no one would dare reveal what they knew. But fear is no longer enough to protect her. The person exposing her has had dreams they can't ignore. They've heard things in the night, they've seen signs that their silence would cost more than their loyalty. She made a fatal mistake. She trusted the wrong person with too many details. And now, the very one she confided in is going to destroy her plan. By midnight, the message will be delivered, the truth will be released. And what she buried will rise and strike her path. Type Amen to get blessing 670. Someone close to her has already changed sides. They are moving in secret, just like she did, but their mission is not to harm, it's to protect you. They have seen your name written on the paper she carries. They heard her laugh as she described how it would end. But the fear in their chest has grown too loud to ignore. This person is coming to you, not directly, but through a strange moment. A message. A warning. A subtle shift. You'll recognize it when it comes, your spirit will respond with instant clarity. Because you are already being prepared for the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 759. Archangel Michael says, she tried to silence you permanently. But the heavens did not agree with her plan. The same energy she sent to break you is now surrounding her. She thought no one saw her movements. But even the walls have listened. The air around her has absorbed every wicked intention. And now, someone is taking those pieces and building a case against her, not in court, but in spiritual consequence. Because before midnight, she will be confronted in a way she never expected. There will be a conversation she cannot avoid, words she didn't want to hear, and a confession she cannot stop. Type Amen to get blessing 841. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20 you are being protected in silence right now. Not every battle needs your attention. This one is being fought behind closed doors. Let them talk. Let them plan. Because every move they make is falling into divine exposure. this woman's circle is collapsing. One by one, the people she used are stepping back. Not because they care about you, but because her plan is cursed. They've seen the signs. They've felt the shift, and they don't want to be taken down with her. Type Amen to get blessing 933. She didn't expect this. She didn't think fear would wear off. But it did. Her threats no longer hold power. Her presence no longer feels intimidating. Because the truth is louder now. You are being surrounded by eyes that see what she tried to hide. And the person who's going to expose her is closer than she thinks. They've already started collecting everything she said. Her voice. Her threats. Her instructions. It's all being gathered, and it will be delivered before the clock strikes midnight. She doesn't know it yet, but her hour has come. Type Amen to get blessing 1021. She can feel something is wrong, but she doesn't know where it's coming from. Her chest feels tight, and her thoughts are racing faster than ever before. It's not fear, it's realization that her plan is unraveling faster than she can fix it. The unexpected person she trusted has gone quiet. They're not answering calls. They've stepped away without explanation. That silence is screaming louder than confrontation. Because deep down, she knows what's about to happen, and she knows there's no way to stop it now. Type Amen to get blessing 1133. The moment will strike when she least expects it. One message. One word, one exposure. And her web of lies will collapse instantly. You won't even have to be there to witness it. But you will feel the release. The energy around your body will feel lighter. You might suddenly feel like something lifted off your chest. That's the moment her power breaks. That's the second her secrets lose control. She never imagined this would end with her being the one afraid. But tonight, she will be, because truth is coming, and it's not gentle. Type Amen to get blessing 1244. Her plan involved more than just words. She took steps you don't even know about yet. She created stories, placed traps, and called names into her scheme, but the one who's about to speak holds all the proof. Every message. Every voice note. Every photo. They've kept it hidden, waiting for the moment to do the right thing. That moment is now. They know they can't carry this any longer. They know if they don't act tonight, the weight of it will destroy them. They've chosen you. Not because they're loyal, but because they're tired of the darkness, and your light is the only safe way out. Type Amen to get blessing 1357. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This woman who planned your death made one fatal error. She thought betrayal would never come from within. But betrayal is now the very weapon turned against her. Everything she said in secret has been heard. Everything she wrote has been captured. Nothing is safe anymore. Someone who sat at her table is about to turn the knife back toward her. They're not doing it for you, they're doing it because they've seen what happens to people who cross the chosen. They watched you glow even under pressure. They saw how every attack failed. And they realized, trying to destroy you is like fighting fire with paper. Type Amen to get blessing 1499. Archangel Michael says, there are some who walk with grace, and others who play with curses. This woman chose darkness. And now, darkness is choosing her in return. She will not sleep tonight. Even if she tries to close her eyes, something will keep pulling her back to consciousness. Her own spirit is trembling now. Because before midnight, the exposure will happen. Not loud. Not public. But sharp enough to destroy her control. She will look at her phone and see the message. She will read her own words turned against her. And she will know, it's over. Type Amen to get blessing 1620. You may feel something strange in your spirit tonight, a soft ache. A quiet heat. A pulse in your chest. That's the moment her energy begins to break away from you. You were never meant to carry this weight, but she forced herself into your path. Now the divine is forcing her out. The unexpected person will deliver the truth to the right place. They may tell a friend. They may contact someone who can shut it down. However it happens, the chain reaction will begin. And by midnight, her presence will no longer hold space in your life. What she sent to destroy you will return to her multiplied. Type Amen to get blessing 1744. You won't have to do anything, you won't have to fight, explain, or confront. This is divine justice, silent but final. Her name will be tied to her own downfall. The same hands she used to dig your grave are now trembling. Because she never expected the betrayal to come from someone she trusted, but it always comes that way. The person who listened too long, watched too closely, and stayed too quiet. They have reached their limit now. They're going to break the silence. And when they do, everything this woman built on lies will collapse, and you will rise, untouched. Type Amen to get blessing January 1988. She won't understand how it all fell apart so fast. Her hands will shake as she scrolls through the message. The very evidence she thought was buried has now been sent to someone with power. She'll try to delete, deny, deflect, but it's too late. Midnight is closer than she thinks. And her secret can no longer survive in silence. The person she trusted now fears what might happen if they don't speak. They've seen signs. They've heard things that can't be ignored anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 2003. She placed herself in the middle of your destiny like a wall. But now that wall is cracking. And everything she hid behind it is falling with her. Her breath will become shallow. Her thoughts will become scattered. Because guilt is no longer hiding, it's screaming inside her now. The one exposing her will not show mercy. They are not doing it for revenge, they are doing it because justice has touched their conscience. They will say everything. Names. Details. Dates, and the weight of that truth will crush the lie she tried to live in. Type Amen to get blessing 2159. There's something else happening tonight. Not just exposure, but removal. The forces that held you down are being broken. You will wake up and something will feel different. It won't be visible at first. But your spirit will know. You'll feel peace where anxiety used to live. You'll feel space where tension once Saturday, because she will be gone, not just physically, but spiritually detached from your path. You won't have to fear her anymore. Because what once hunted you will now run from its own reflection. The power she tried to steal is returning to you fully. Type Amen to get blessing 2291. Archangel Michael says, she tried to act like your ending was already written. She celebrated in private, thinking she had already won. But she never saw the twist coming. That the same mouth that once helped her would speak her downfall. That the same person who once defended her would destroy her cover, that by midnight, her name would carry the very weight she tried to put on yours. This woman will lose her influence. She will lose the control she clung to so tightly. Because light is overtaking every shadow she tried to live in. This is not revenge, this is revelation. This is what happens when darkness touches a chosen soul. Type Amen to get blessing 2422. The one exposing her will feel free the moment they speak. They will feel a shift in their chest, a weight lifting, because they weren't just protecting you. They were saving themselves. They'll realize they were part of something toxic. And your glow reminded them what truth feels like. You didn't even have to ask them for help, your energy pulled their conscience forward. She will call them, trying to clean up the mess, but the call will go unanswered. Because the betrayal has already happened, and the truth is already out. She will feel alone for the first time. Because the very people she used now see her clearly. And no one wants to stand beside a falling tower. Type Amen to get blessing 2540. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20 you'll hear whispers about it soon. Not all at once, but in pieces. A name mentioned in passing. A tone shift in conversation. Someone will say, "Did you hear what happened to her?" And you'll feel a chill, not fear, but closure. Because the story has flipped, and your name is being cleared in silence. There will be people who apologize without saying the word. Their behavior will change, their eyes will carry new respect. You won't have to ask why. Because your soul already knows what happened. The secret has been exposed, and your protection has been proven. Type Amen to get blessing 2697. The woman who plotted your ending will feel watched tonight. Not by people, but by consequences. By a presence that stands at her door. Silently demanding payment for what she tried to do. She will not rest, she will not escape the fallout. Because she was warned, and she ignored every sign. Now, the signs are speaking for themselves. And the very things she tried to hide are becoming her prison. Before midnight, her story will break open, and when it does, your name will rise untouched. Because you were never meant to fall by her hand. And now, her hands are tied by her own deceit. Type Amen to get blessing 284. The night will not end quietly for her, she will feel the pressure building minute by minute. She will look around and realize the very people she used to control are backing away. The silence will haunt her more than confrontation ever could. Because now she knows, someone has told the truth. And she has no idea who it was. That uncertainty will torment her. She will second-guess every face, every interaction. Paranoia will become her closest companion. Type Amen to get blessing 2971. You, on the other hand, will feel something new, a calmness in your chest, a clarity in your vision. You may feel more awake than usual, like your spirit has just stepped out of a storm. Because the energy that clung to you from her presence is finally gone, your name has been spiritually cleansed. Your space is no longer infected by her intentions. The light around you is growing stronger every hour. You didn't need to defend yourself. You didn't need revenge, the divine handled it in silence and power. Type Amen to get blessing 3100. Someone will bring her name to you. They may not say everything, but it will be enough. You will know, in that moment, that the battle is over. She will try to rebuild, but nothing will stand. Her alliances are broken. Her influence has turned against her. Everything she sent toward you has reversed. Not through rituals or revenge, but through divine justice, because the chosen are protected, even when they don't see the threat coming. And tonight, the proof of that protection is unfolding right in front of you. She is being moved off your path. Not by force, but by truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3241. Archangel Michael says, this woman will never be able to access your life again. Her name has been erased from your next season. Her memory will fade into the background of your story. What she meant for death has produced life. What she meant for shame has produced honor, and what she meant to end you has only strengthened you. You didn't just survive her plan, you transcended it. You rose above it without ever touching the dirt she tried to bury you in. Because your purpose was always greater than her plans. This is your confirmation, this is your justice. And this is your final detachment from her presence. Type Amen to get blessing 3399. You will walk forward from this night like nothing ever touched you. Because it didn't, it tried, but your spirit wouldn't let it in. Her fall was loud, but your rise is louder. Not in sound, but in power. Not in chaos, but in presence. The people who once stood beside her are now questioning everything. They've seen your strength. They've seen your silence turn into storm. Let them wonder how you made it through. Let them try to understand the protection that follows you. They won't find the answer, because it's not in logic, it's in divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 3530. You were never the one to be eliminated. You were the one to be elevated. And now the tables have turned permanently. There will be a sense of freedom that hits you soon. You'll walk into a space you used to dread and feel completely at peace. That's because she no longer has power in that atmosphere. Her name no longer speaks. Her presence no longer holds. And your path is now clear. Before midnight, it will be finished. Before the new day rises, her part in your story will end. And what begins after that is yours, fully, freely, and forever. Type Amen to get blessing 3666. There may be others still hiding pieces of her plan, but don't worry. They've already seen what happens when someone touches a chosen one. They will stay silent. They will step back. Because they now know your light comes with protection. You're not just walking through this season. You're walking above it. Untouchable. This woman's final night in your story has arrived. And the world may never know what she planned, but you will always know who stopped her divine truth, divine justice, divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 3808. You are not the victim of her plan. You are the survivor of it. And more than that, you are the one who turned the curse into a crown. Let her go tonight. Do not speak her name again. Because where you are going, she cannot follow. The door behind you is closing. The wind has shifted in your favor, and from this moment on, everything she tried to destroy will now multiply around you. You are walking into a season where no secret against you will survive. And no enemy in disguise will stay hidden. This is the beginning of your next chapter, and she will not be in it. Type Amen to get blessing 4000.